We are joined by David Eaton, the co-founder of Access, a portal of healthy conversation on culture and how it pertains to our faith. David, today we're talking about Gen Z. Who are they?
Anyone who's like 19 years old or younger.
Okay.
You can think of them as they came after millennials. So you have boomers, Gen X, millennials, and Gen Z. And they live in the same geography, but like in an entirely different world.
What does that mean?
Like new language, like new ways to think about things. Okay, let's say someone gives you a lot of money and you have to use it to go on vacation. Where would you go?
Jamaica.
Okay, so let's say you're gonna go to Jamaica and you and your husband are gonna go, you're gonna invite Lindsay and I, we're gonna go with you. Plane lands as soon
I love
as...
how you slid yourself in there.
I know, you know, like, it sounds fun, right? You love it, it's your favorite place, so yeah, so I'm coming, you invited me in this story, in my fake story, you invited me.
Yeah.
So the plane lands, as soon as it lands, you get hit by this warm tropical air, and the first thing I do is say, I kind of miss the mountains, because I live in the mountains.
Okay.
And you're like, all right. And then we're walking down the street, and someone offers us some Jamaican Blue Mountain coffee, super famous. And I'm like, I'd rather just have some tea. Can I have some tea? And then finally someone says, oh, you see, we're tourists. They're like, here's my famous Jamaican jerk chicken or whatever. And I'm like, I refuse to eat it. I say, I'm a vegetarian. And you're just like, at this time, you're like, I'm ready.
Why did you come?
To punch you in the throat, right?
Yeah.
Same thing. This is a metaphor for parenting Gen Z. They live in the same geography, but it's an entirely different world. So if the first thing you do when your kid invites you into the foreign land of Gen Z, you say, why do you like Fortnite so much? That's such a waste of time. Or why do you want an Instagram account? That's just a comparison trap. Or, all your friends are struggling with just different gender, types of, all these different letters. Like, that's terrible. All of a sudden, you as a parent will have your passport revoked.
You've alienated yourself.
Right. Instead of showing up and saying, I want to appreciate what your world's like. I'm curious. I want to know. We like to think of story, experience, and blessing as a parent. So what's the story? Why do you care about that? So it's kind of looking at the past. Experience is like, have you created the right atmosphere where your child will talk to you, where you can ask the right questions. Sometimes it's late at night, sometimes it's in a car ride to a sporting event. And then blessing is like future casting, talking about the future, what you hope and dream about for them. You see, Gen Z lives in a world that's all about identity. That's their biggest question. And so you enter the story through that, but also here's a thought for you. I think that in a world of identity and authenticity, I think that authenticity can be the new hypocrisy. Now, there's nothing wrong with being authentic. Authentic is great. But if you are authentic to your brokenness, if you're authentic to your sin so that you embrace it, if you are authentic to a wrong story for the world, you're going to be living a fake life. Gen Z is awesome. They're amazing. So as you enter into their new world, think of it as landing a plane in a foreign land. And you want to start off understanding what they care about so that you can join the conversation with them, maybe even redirect it, and definitely bless them.
Yeah, that's good. Culture Translator here on 100 Huntley Street. Thanks so much, David.
Thanks for having me.
Stay with us. We'll be right back.